Hello, this is Penny here from East Hertfordshire Family Centre Service. Now this month is International Walk to School Month. You may already walk to school on a daily basis, but for those of us for who it isn't feasible, how about parking your car just that little bit further away from school and walking to and from there? It doesn't have to be every day, maybe 2 or 3 days a week, and only once a day possibly. But let's make that school walk a fun learning experience. There is so much that we can learn from round and about us. What about a maths focus? Looking at the different types of maths and the maths concepts in our environment. Numbers. Well, numbers are all around us. Look at the doors, look at the signs, look at cars, look at buses, look at those numbers on there. You could maybe choose a number of the week or a day. And how many times can you spot that number and where can you see it? Look at the pattern in numbers on our door fronts. What do you think that next number will be? Maybe we'll be counting in ones, maybe in counting in twos. So some of our roads are numbered in odd numbers. Others are even numbers. So that's a great way of introducing the odds and the evens. And if your door numbers have got 2 numbers in it, like as let's say 12, what about see if you could add that 1 and that 2 together? If we add those 2 numbers together, what will they make? 3. What about if we've got that number 57? Oh, let's see if we can add 5 and 7, which obviously makes 12. So counting, furthering on from numbers, what about counting your footsteps? Let's say from the post box to the lamp post. How many times, how many footprints are we going to make? Will your footprints, the child, be more or less than those of us as an adult? Have a guess. How many do you think is going to take for us to walk? How close are you to your guess? What about choosing to count different things on your journey? Let's count how many post boxes we can see, how many blue cars, how many dogs, how many prams. Just choose something to count with as you're walking along. Now shapes, there are loads of shapes in the environment and I love a shape hunt. So look at the shapes of the buildings. What shapes are they? Are they square? Are they rectangular? What about the doors, the windows? What shapes are those? And don't just look for specific objects. Look at the shapes of the holes. So maybe the gap in the fence, where you post the letter. What shape is that? The holes, the space in the railings. So here if I'd looked at something, what shape is that hole? So have a look. Oh, let's have a look at that shape. Oh, I can see a circle there. Maybe put your finger through. There's a triangle there on that carport. So have a look at those shapes you see specifically around there. Patterns. What patterns can you see? Oh, maybe there's a stripy canopy over there. You've got those straight lines. What about looking at a line of cars? Have a look at the patterns there. Maybe you've got a yellow car, a red car, a yellow. What would come next in our pattern? And have a look at the cars that you see along the road coming along. Can you see when they're driving along? Sometimes you might have lots and lots of red cars and then another colour. Have a look at the flowers planted in people's gardens, in communal gardens particularly. Quite often you might have a group of, let's say, blue flowers. Next to them maybe planted some pink flowers. And then they planted some blue flowers again. So just have a look at those patterns everywhere. The size of windows. Look at the size of doors and buildings and trees. Oh, look, that's a really big, tall tree. Oh, there's a small dog. There's a big dog. Oh, I wonder if we might see a smaller dog. So just use that language as you're talking along, having those conversations. You might like to make a little checklist for your child as you're going through and perhaps draw around your child's foot. Maybe the number of times you're going to walk that week, And then you could date those ones and you could record what you've seen and what you're focused on. So just sort of keep that as a record maybe. And if you're going to repeat some of those activities, just compare them over the period of time. So enjoy those walks to school. And such activities as these are just a fun way to introduce so many of those maths concepts and develop and comment on such of these concepts. And they give a great meaning and purpose to them. And it's all that's around us that is quite natural and it's all there. So enjoy, have fun. And if you want to share with the shapes, colours, patterns, numbers, etc. that you saw, do let us know. Bye-bye.